Hi. So, sorry for keeping you waiting. So I'm Etienne from Protei, and this is Arno over there, and we are basically very new to this arena of robotic sailing. So we just wanted to come here and to present ourselves and to tell you about who we are and how we are working and what we are planning to do, and basically telling you that we are here to learn and that we are very happy to be here and looking forward for the competition in the next years. So Protei was started 2 years ago by somebody who is not a computer scientist nor a naval architect, and actually very few of us are naval architects nor computer scientists, so we have maybe a different approach. And the vision is here, and the idea is to have a very affordable boat that is easy to build and that has different properties that are basically common to all autonomous sailing robots. It was started by one half French, half Japanese inventor called César Hada, and his idea of an open source hardware and open source software project seduced a lot of different people in the world, and now this is the people who are participating, more or less active, to this project. And now I'm offline, so there may be some problem, but maybe it will come back, and otherwise I can continue to tell the story without pictures.
You can try reconnecting it.
Yeah.
Click on the computer with the cross icon.
And which one? Okay, this one. Yeah.
G or IRSC icons.
Yeah, that's my connection as well.
Okay.
On which network?
Yeah, IRSC.
Thanks for the solidarity.
Try the other one.
Okay.
Okay.
Belkin, yeah. Yeah. Alright. So, what we did in the start, whenever somebody new was coming to the project, was to put this map of competence and say, okay, where do you see yourself contributing to the project? And it's allowed to put your name under several competencies. So it's a very open project, and everybody is welcome to participate with his own competence, with what he's interested in. And just as a little anecdote, we have all these important competence for developing sailing robots, but we also have one guy from Florida who is working as a masseur, giving massage, who offered his help because he really liked the project, and he started to make a database of companies who may help us to find some funding. So it's very open to anybody, really. What we are working on right now is the very basics. It's a 1 meter long remote controlled vessel, and the idea is to offer it as a toy, an educational toy too, but also to people who are basically hobbyists and like to play with sailing vessels on lakes. What we are going for is the autonomous version of that, and so that's basically where you guys are right now. So we are a bit after, but we just jumped on the train. And what we are interested in too is to have a manned version. And the idea here would be to understand what would happen when you have an articulated hull, a bending hull, which is one of the properties in the vision of Protei. And the assumption is that it may improve the maneuvering performance, and it may also open some new ways to sail, basically. And so that's why we would like to put somebody on it to see how it feels like. And then once we've understood that, we would like to again have it autonomous and use it for all kinds of applications that you are aware of, and for example oceanographic research. Yeah. It's still connected. Yeah. So as an open source project, we share all the data that we are using, and one of the way we do to share is to put everything on Flickr, for example, which is a place where you can share pictures normally, but you can document and archive all your documents using tags, for example. So this is a search on one of our accounts using Sketch, so that you can follow all the different sketch we've made. And so again, if you use more tags, you can refine your research for finding information. This is a way of this is a paper I presented last June, and I put the draft online, and then everybody was able to comment and to review it at the same time. So that's also a very practical way to work. So this website is called Crocodoc. And we also have a chat room on Skype where we talk together, where we ask questions, and because we are all spread in the world, you can always ask something and you're almost sure that somebody at any time of the day or the night, and somebody somewhere else in the world will be able to pick it up. And so it's quite practical. We do also meet and work together physically at some point, and this is when we met with some students who are working with us in Amsterdam last spring. How am I doing with the time, Mr. Chairman?
Almost finished.
Okay, then maybe I should.
One question.
Yeah, okay. I think I will just skip then, if not Google will skip it for me.
So, what do you mean by I skip?
Skip a few slides. Yes. We start to have some visibility on internet with, for example, a TED talk that more than 200,000 people have been seeing. So that's also a good way to attract some money. And so far we've been working with crowdfunding using Kickstarter. And now, to be honest, we are running out of money, so we are looking for more. And we also have a good public visibility. We are doing a lot of exhibitions because there are quite a few artists that are working with us, and so it's also a way to take the engineering and the science a bit out to its classical arena. And I think I will maybe finish here.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for listening.
So if you have any questions?
I've just popped in at the end here. What sort of thing are you doing with artists? I have a few arty friends.
Yes, well, they are, most of them are designers or visual artists, and so they use it as a way to show what you can learn about science using a sailing robot, what it means to be outside at sea, what is it that you're going to see, what is it that you're going to experience. And we also have somebody working with us about oil spill recovery, who made a piece called the Oil Compass, where you visualize the oil spills happening real time in the world, and how it would look like if the world was covered with boats that could collect the oil spill. And that was the original mission. So it's a bit of a stretch.
Can you go back to the competencies, please?
Yes, I can try. This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because so far, I would say that pretty much everybody around here are mechanical engineers
Yeah.
or electrical engineers
Yeah.
or computer scientists. And I cannot find there electrical engineers and computer science.
No.
Well, that's
So, welcome.
So I mean, how did you decide this? This is with people that joined in or people that you were applying for?
It's what we did this crowdfunding application, and then we recruited students and people to work with us. And there is one behind you, Choyon, from the University of Southern Denmark, who was working with land use, autonomous land use with Professor Jérôme Jouffroy. And that's basically what is actually fun with this project, is that we don't have this background of electrical or mechanical engineers, but we are working also with designers who have a lot of these insights. And so again, because it's an open source project, the idea is to recruit and invite other people to work with us. And if I can just show a last slide, maybe that would be a bit more clear. If it's coming. The whole idea by going open source is that you can shift from this kind of innovation process and jump that one to go directly to that one, where basically you are putting everybody in contact together and they are interacting and they are teaching and learning from each other, and you can basically cut your different existential questions about the design into small pieces and then have them solved in different places. So for instance, I'm based in Norway, and we are going to work with the autonomous part, with the brain basically, and some other people of the group are based in the US and they are working with the body, with the hull, and then hopefully we manage to integrate this together. Last one.
Last short question.
Right. Sorry, you're saying you're open source. What form of licensing are you using? Are you using a GPL type license, or are you using Commons?
Yeah, it depends on the content. For media content, it's Creative Commons, and then for the code, everything is on SourceForge and on the GitHub. And for the hardware, we are basically, you have to write your own license in a way, or to adapt some existing license. So it's evolving a lot.
Okay, so more on the permissive side or more on the ensuring openness side?
Very open. Yes.
Okay, thank you.